There's no turning back now. Let's kill that demon bastard.
I do not have enough mana.
Nephilim, fool. When the soul stone is embedded in my flesh, the seven shall be as one within me. I will be the sum of all hells, the prime evil. Arrogant Nephilim, my servants will feast on your pride as they devour your flesh. No one escapes the way. Nephilim, my servants will feast on your pride as they devour your flesh. Your attacks are feeble. Enough! The dark power of it. Arrogant Nephilim. My servants will feast on your pride as they devour your flesh. Your arrogance has led to your doom. Enough! The dark power of it. Arrogant Nephilim, my servants will feast on your pride as they devour your flesh.
Need more time.
Die, Nephilim! Nephilim, fool. When the soul stone is embedded in my flesh, the seven shall be as one. Nephilim, my servants will feast on your pride as they devour you. Arrogant Nephilim, my servants will feast on your pride as they devour your flesh. I tire of your insolence.
With all my might!
Arrogant Nephilim, my servants will feast on your pride as they devour your flesh. Arrogant Nephilim, my servants will feast on your pride as they devour your flesh. Die, Nephilim! Nephilim, my servants will feast on your pride as they devour your flesh. Your arrogance has led to your doom. Nephilim, my servants will feast on your pride as they devour your flesh. Enough! The dark power of arrogant Nephilim, my servants will feast on your pride as they devour your flesh. Nephilim, my servants will feast on your pride as they devour your flesh.
We've done it! Quickly now, Leah! Trap Azmodan's essence within the Soul Stone!
It's done!
I never dared dream. All evil lies trapped within that stone. Once it is destroyed, the eternal conflict will finally end.
Destroying the stone is no simple matter. There are rituals to consider. We must return to the keep and make our final preparations.
I need to go back.
Asmodan is dead! How did we live to see this? An incredible victory. I knew Asmodan could never stand up to the likes of you.
Where are Adria, Leah, and Tyrael?
They are all in the armory, no doubt celebrating. You should join them.
Adria, when did you decide to betray us?
20 years ago, a great and terrible power drew me to Tristram. But Aiden, Leoric's eldest son, defeated that power and sought to contain it within his own flesh.
The Dark Wanderer.
It was Diablo I saw within him, and I pledged myself to his service. Now, at last, his grand design comes to fruition. Dear Leah, Deckard always suspected your true father was Diablo himself. And now, my daughter, you shall serve as his vessel.
I live. But I am more than I once was. The 7 evils are now one within me. I am the prime evil. Well done, faithful Adria. Go now, until I call upon you again. Now, at last, to my true goal, the one that has always eluded me. The utter destruction of the high heavens.
Even in the heart of heaven, angels can still feel fear.
My old enemy. You cannot hide from me, no matter what form you choose to wear. Let your true self be revealed. Diablo.
Adria has betrayed us, and Leah's soul now lives in Imwiru Ikura. From her body, Diablo has been reborn as the prime evil, with all the powers of hell within him. The high heavens themselves tremble with his steps, and the angels can do nothing. Now, hope lies with me. Only I can stop him.
This can't be the end, can it?
Imperius, you cannot mean to face Diablo again. Your wounds are barely healed.
The heavens burn. This is your fault, Tyrael. And you, Nephilim, look below and see what your kind has wrought.
Well, someone's not happy to see us.
The Diamond Gates have stood since the light first broke over the high heavens. Now they lie in ruins. Imperius is right. I am the cause of this.
It was not because of you. This was Diablo's work. You did everything you could.
Long ago, my brethren and I voted to decide the fate of man. I cast the final vote that spared you from extinction. Now humanity has birthed the prime evil.
You must not give in to doubt, Tyrael. You became one of us, and now you must live and fight as one of us. Give in to despair if you must, or come and fight with me.
But you don't understand. Hope has been silenced.
What does that mean?
We are lost. Diablo is too powerful. Always before, the lords of hell bickered and worked against each other. They undid themselves. Within Diablo, within the Prime, there is no such division. And now, the halls of the high heavens quake beneath his steps. The Prime evil. I can't believe all this has come to pass. Adria played us all for fools. Diablo's influence twisted her inside and out. I suspect we have not seen the last of her.
Oh, I won't hesitate to put a few bolts through her if she shows her face again.
I should have known that Leah's father was the Wanderer. How could I not have sensed Diablo's foul presence within her?
Adria is a true monster. She sacrificed her own daughter to resurrect Diablo.
But poor Leah. I grieve for her soul.
There is nothing worse than what was done to Leah, but we cannot mourn her now. Diablo must be stopped.
Gaze upon the destruction I have wrought. It will be the last thing you see. Iskatu, destroy the Nephilim. I do not fear you, Nephilim. You'll find only death in this eternal realm.
Need more mana.
eclipses, the shades will devour your soul.
I need mana.
You believe you can defeat me, mortal? Our armies are endless.
Your death comes.
Every moment I delay here, I draw closer to my ultimate victory.
I am Ethereal, Archangel of Fate. It is my duty to record what is and what will be within the scroll of fate. But you, Nephilim, you are not in the scroll. Your fate is unwritten.
Then my destiny is unknown and can still be written. Write it with me, or watch all of creation burn around you.
Perhaps fate can be changed. Quickly then, Auriel, Archangel of Hope, has been captured by Raganoth, the Lord of Despair.
I will find her, and hope will be restored to the heavens.
All those deaths, and it didn't even matter.
Exceptional.
You really should take a look at all the new things I've found. There are just too many demons out there. Could you do something about that?
Careful. I wager there are no...
Think yourself free from the chains of fate, Nephilim, but all will kneel before Lord Diablo. Silver Spire.
Thank you, Nephilim. I hoped the scroll of fate was wrong, that harmony would once again fill this troubled realm. I see now that all hope lies in you.
You are bound by the chains of fate no longer.
With my blessing, you can now dispel Diablo's corruption. It hides the rifts which bring his cursed servants to this hallowed place. The rifts must be closed.
I must say, I've never met a woman quite like her.
Let your spirit be free, warrior of the heavens.
That shouldn't be hard to find around here.
Look upon these gardens. Now they seethe with the corruption of hell.
I strike at your heart.
If you destroy the Oculus, my Hell Rift will consume you.
Well done, Nephilim. Diablo's vile minions can no longer use this rift to find their way into the Silver City. Now only one rift remains.
The Angelus Council is comprised of the
That is not the only Hell Rift. The flow of my legions will not stop.
Heavens. Perfect strike.
Imperius, the Archangel of Battle, is the greatest warrior in all of creation. He revels in war and combat, and has led the hosts of heaven to innumerable victories. With Malthael's absence, it is Imperius who now rules over the Angiras Council, seeking always to defend the high heavens from any foe.
The sweet smell of sulfur and ash. The gateway should be nearby.
My strike is true. Of the future grants power over the present. For this reason, Ethereal, the Archangel of Fate, is a vital member of the Council. He alone possesses the ability to decipher the threads of destiny woven in the celestial scroll of fate. His boundless sight grants him perspective others cannot fully comprehend.
The Hell Rifts are closed. You have far exceeded my expectations, Nephilim. But there is not a moment to waste. Quickly, you must make your way to the Silver Spire.
The Hell Rifts are closed, but it is of no matter. Soon there will be nothing left of these high heavens. All creation will be the realm of terror.
You no longer study the torn page. Did you find the answer you seek?
No. I've learned something much more troubling. Judging by the borders, this is indeed a page from the tomes, but it does not contain prophecies. It seems to be a set of instructions for the creation of magical weapons, but that is not the strangest part. I have seen the rune here before. On the braces of Tyrael's armor.
I do not know this symbol. Let us ask him.
Ever since Adria betrayed us, I've been thinking about how Magda used to share the leadership of a coven with another.
Explain.
20 years ago, just before the darkening of Tristram, they had some sort of falling out, and the other leader disappeared. I think that other leader might have been Adria.
The spirits believe that to be true. Adria left to find Diablo and Tristram, while Magda stayed with the Coven.
I remember standing before the Prophet, my life hung by a thread. But he healed me and my sisters.
Was the Prophet a powerful spirit?
No, not precisely. I do not know what his true nature was. Only that he possessed great power. He said we had done well to slay the demons. He was very kind. When we had recovered, he offered to train us further.
Did you agree?
Yes. I owe him my life. Slaying the Lords of Hell would please him. It is the least I can do.
They were gravely mistaken, my friend. I could not see through an illusion of such power, such treachery.
Neither did the spirits. If they could not, then we are all blameless.
When I think of what she suffered through, we must find a way to stop Diablo. The Prophet would never forgive me if he knew my part in unleashing this terror upon the world.
I found a strange document on one of the angels' bodies in the high heavens. It is very old, maybe centuries even older than I.
Oh? What is in it? These things do not always happen by chance alone.
I am not certain. The script is very old and foreign to me. When I saw the angel, he was dying. But even though he was in great pain, he reached out to me with the document in his hand, like he wanted me to take it. By the time I approached him, he was still. His spirit had already gone.
You really should take a look at all the new things I've found.
Thought I could make my wife's death mean something. It doesn't matter now, does it?
It does matter. You are here now, and we might still turn the tide of this battle.
Right. I'm sure that's a comfort for Leah, now that she's gone too. Oh, I've been a fool. You don't get to make things right. This world isn't made for redemption. I'm sorry for what I said before. I was upset. I don't know what it is, but I feel better. Like things can be made right.
You feel hopeful once again.
Yes, that's it exactly. My wife would not have wanted me to wallow in my misery. She would have wanted me to do everything I could to help you win this battle. And you can win. I know that now.
Tell me, Miriam, did you see all of this in your visions?
Of course, Chelsea.
If you knew what was to come, why did you not warn us?
That's the point of the future, love. It keeps coming. You don't win a duel by blocking the first blow and going home.
So you would let Leah die?
I had to. Diablo was always going to come back. But now, you are here to stop him. And in your grief and rage, you will, my Chelsea. So, now you know. The Nephilim are not in the Scroll of Fate. Heard it from Fate himself. You can write your own destiny.
But you and the spirits know what the future brings. How is this?
Perhaps I have my own Nephilim powers, eh? That, and you are quite predictable.
When you have lived as long as I, you learn that life is filled with betrayal. But the cruelest always comes at the hands of those we love. I know it must be hard to think of other things, but now we must. All creation rests upon your shoulders.
You sound more serious than I have ever heard you.
Well, these are dark times. Even I must set apart thoughts of Dirge's jewel and dwell upon the fate of the world. But that doesn't mean you have to frown so. Hope Do not look down, my friend. Even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. Hope for a better day. Hope for a new dawn. Or just hope for a good breakfast. You start small, then see what you can get. Do you think that Leah is lost forever?
Diablo consumed her. She is gone.
Do you not think Leah's soul is stronger than that? But then sometimes I forget that you have not seen everything that I have seen.
You always dodge around the truth. Who are you?
What am I? I am covered as Shen, of course. No more, no less. To some that has meant one thing, to others another.
When will you give me a real answer?
When the sun sets in the east and the shore swallows the tide. When the moon smiles upon the day and the blind man sees once again.